Well, hello everyone. Again, welcome back to the channel again. I'm here again with another live stream, and we're going to talk about YieldMax's AMDY, and we're also going to go into the underlying AMD stock as well. So this one's actually paying a 74% yield, and is not one that I would say gets talked about a whole lot. So we're going to delve into this one, and we're going to see what we might expect for the year 2024, and we'll go from there. So let's start out on Yahoo Finance here. And I just want to thank you all for all the support I got on the last live stream. Picked up 4 new subs just like that. That's pretty awesome. And obviously on the back end, we see the views increase faster than they display. So all in all, pretty good. So thank you all again for your continued support. Now let's go to Yahoo Finance. Okay. So yeah, we just talked about Moderna. And I actually didn't expect that one to do as well as it did, but definitely happy with the results. All right. Okay, so we're actually still, the screen is still on Moderna, but we're going to go to AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. One thing I should probably do as well is talk a little bit about what these companies actually do, how they make money. We've gotten some questions in prior live streams about how these companies actually make money. So now AMD actually has a huge market cap. They would be considered large, potentially mega cap. The PE ratio that is showing here looks insane though. 1616, that's probably one of the craziest PE ratios that I've ever seen. According to this has been around since 1984. It started at like 1325. We won't really pay attention that far. We'll go back over the last 5 years. So really, we started running up. We were at like 2353 5 years ago. We ran up during the pandemic like most all stocks did. Then we came down, but then we've come back in the past year or so. So that's definitely interesting. And let's see. Also, part of the reason I think we had such a good dividend within the last couple months. So if we look at, let's see, from October 23rd, again, these were the lows from, I call it the Halloween lows. We were at 96.43. We've almost doubled from there. 77.83. Let's see where we were. Minus 96.43. Okay, so that's, we gained $81.40 off 96. So we increased about 85% in this stock. So obviously what you see here from October to the present day is really prime fertile territory for dividend harvesting. So Jay and team are definitely doing a good job on this one. And let's see, let me look at the quarterly earnings here. I hope you all are liking the more fundamental analysis I'm incorporating in. Let's see here. Oh, got a good comment here. Let's see. Andrew Whiteside, we are running into an AI bubble, I might observe, but hey, what do I know? SMCI up 600% this year. Yeah, that's one definitely overdue for looking into that one. But AMD is actually really doing incredible over the last 3 months for sure. So give me just a second here. Okay. Just wanted to check. I see we're getting a lot of love across the online communities here, and that's always an awesome thing. So this one is actually above its 1-year target estimate that Yahoo Finance projects. 157.55 is the projected, and we're at 177.83. So this one has fully recovered, not only fully recovered from its prior highs, but it's surpassed them. So if we look at, again, from here, we had a really good year for AMD in 2023. We actually, we really doubled, actually. So, and will this one continue to run? Well, this one is basically at a 52-week high, so it could definitely continue to run. But Sometimes conventional wisdom is that, once a stock hits its 52-week high, that it may not keep going, but then it sets new highs. So I'm going to go to some more advanced charting here. We'll go to the candlestick chart, the unscented candlestick chart. Okay, let's see now. Wow, check this. Oh, hang on a second. Let me go back just for the last year or so. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm trying to go back for a year. So for the one comment we got from Andrew, let's see. So what do you think? When do you think we're going to peak out? When do you think the bubble might burst? Or do you think AI has a lot of room to run? Okay, I'm trying to load this chart here. Bear with me. Oh, this thing is so slow. Okay, so I have just a few basic indicators on this chart here. MACD, RSI, and then I have Bollinger Bands here. So the Bollinger Bands are widening right now, which suggests that the trend should continue. We had a narrowing of the Bollinger Bands here, which suggested a trend reversal. So we saw new highs set over here. Let me go out to like year to date here. The candles here, we had a green one today. Let me go to the financial statements, but first let's just go to the company profile and look this over. So semiconductors have been big for many years. Let's see now. So AMD operates as a semiconductor company worldwide. It operates in 4 segments: data center, client, gaming, and embedded segments. This company offers x86 microprocessors and graphics processing units, huge for the gaming industry, obviously, as an accelerated processing unit, chipsets, data center and professional GPUs, and embedded processors. Okay, so yeah, solid, obviously solid business model here. They've been around a while, obviously. We're going to look at some financials. Let's see here. Okay, a couple more comments here. Let's see. Okay, thank you for doing this live stream. Which ETFs can you recommend that has both a very high yield and NAV preservation? Great question. Unfortunately, YieldMax doesn't always seem to do that, although we were getting it with Coney, which you mentioned. Yeah, it was doing great until it dove under $30, right? Thought I found a gem. Yeah, a lot of us did too, right? I would honestly have to mention some of the ones I sold out of before. Probably SVOL, and these aren't recommendations. This is just stuff that I held before. SVOL has a pretty solid payout and very minimal NAV erosion. Honestly, I don't know what all the concern was about with SVOL. There was fears that SVOL was going to tank if volatility shrank, but that hasn't seemed to happen. I would say compared to how YieldMax funds have moved, we haven't seen a lot of real fluctuation when it comes to SVOL. Hog Farmer's back on. Welcome back. Nice to see you coming back consistently. And I saw your comments in the other Discord too. You guys are very, very loving, supportive people in that thread. So, thank you for all your comments, and definitely emboldens me for sure. So keep it up. Andrew Whiteside says, I think there's a lot of hype already bought into AI. NVIDIA may hit $700. You think so? You don't think it's going to pull back, or you think that might be the peak? AMD to 200, then I expect a pullback. Typically, the faster a stock climbs, the quicker the correction. Yeah, well, NVIDIA just had an incredible run a year ago. That's the one, like I said, I talk about those infamous call options on those. the leaps. That was a blockbuster trade for sure. Give me just a second here. Okay. Oh, your other little thread there. Calm down, it looks like. By the way, I haven't done a video of me driving a Tesla in a while, but I can easily do it. I don't actually own a Tesla myself, but I have several friends that own them. So if you all want to see that, I'd be more than happy to do another one. Get some great pictures there, some great thumbnails, right? I'd be more than happy to, of course. Okay, going back to, we're going to look at the financials here. And hopefully, it is a late hour. Hopefully, I don't put too many of you all to sleep. But these are important. You know, when we're looking at these investments, it's very important to look at the financials. Okay, so what we're seeing with AMD, we're seeing some really solid revenue, which has actually more than doubled in just 2 years. And cost of revenue has gone up as well. But we have a very healthy margin, it looks like. So I'm going to go to quarterly so we can get 2023 in there as well. As far as total revenue by quarter, we're seeing pretty solid. We dropped a little bit in Q1. Hold on, NVDX, which one is that one? Let me see here. It's funny because like I'm on my phone, I have to keep like switching back. If only I was a more talented YouTuber, right? Okay, well, I'll just get to comments later. So anyway, but you asked about NVDX. I don't know about that one, actually. Let's see. So operating income was down in the trailing 12 months. Let's see. For the last 3 quarters, except for September, the quarter ending September 30th, we had a positive there. I like the revenue numbers, and I like the margin. EBIT is positive. EBITDA is positive. This statement actually looks a lot better than what we just looked at with Moderna. This looks like a much healthier income statement. Let's see. So Hog Farmer, why are you teasing me about joining the Discord and all this super chat stuff? I haven't mentioned super chats in months, by the way. So I don't know where all that came from. But, you know, it's up to you. You don't have to, you know, join, of course. But, okay, let's see. Balance sheet. Their total assets went way up in 2022. Let me look at this one further here. Let's see. That might have been a typo or something. Assets. So as we know, those balance out. And let's see. These are all the balance sheet items here. Total debt, shares issued, ordinary shares number, treasury shares. Oh, they've got treasury shares and ordinary, I guess, common stock. Now let's look at the cash flow, our favorite. And then, again, towards the end of the video, we will get to the juicy dividends. Everyone's favorite, right? Okay, operating cash flow is positive. Let me go quarterly so we can see 2023. Operating cash flow is positive. Investing cash flow is also positive for the last quarter, but it's negative for trailing 12 months. Financing cash flow is negative. Oh, we see some repurchase of capital stock. And then free cash flow has been positive for each of the last 4 quarters. So free cash flow actually looks very good. Okay, so all in all, oh, nice. We got a couple more on here. Let's see. Let me just go back here for a second. We're going to go back and look at the chart for AMD, and then we'll look at AMDY. Let's see here. Did I read this one? Yeah, I think chips are going to keep going for a while too. I think there's a lot of hype already bought in. Oh, we read this one already. NVDX. I'll look at that one. And yeah, for Mr. Weingarten here, awesome job. You're catching them consistently, but then again, I'm also rolling them out more consistently as well. You wouldn't believe what all they say about me in these other threads. Anyway, but yeah, welcome. I'm so glad to have all of you on, of course. All right. Okay, so AMD, we're going to look at that again. I look forward to, when you think about like which channels are going to be around for the long term, like you could look at like a Graham Stephan or some of those channels. I mean, he's been around for what, like 6 or 7 years now. That's really where I see myself. I'm going to be here for the long haul. And I wonder 5 or 10 years from now, who all is still going to be sticking around. I can assure you all, as long as I'm living and breathing, I'll be one of those sticking around for sure. So, okay, AMD. Okay. I just want to look again, even though we already looked. We're going to look at, okay, so 127, it's refreshing. Well, the page is refreshing, but it's not a very refreshing thing when the page refreshes. All right, come on. We were up 58 cents today. Okay, so from last year, so yeah, like I said, we doubled. But really, since the Halloween lows, we've just been on an absolute tear. And that's where we got like this prime real estate here for great dividends. Now let's go look at AMDY, the AMDY fund. And I'm thinking that I actually haven't covered all of the YieldMax funds yet, but that is definitely a bucket list item for early 2024. Definitely wanting to cover all of them on here. Okay, we'll keep the comments coming, people. Definitely really enjoy it. And like I say, all of you all are what really makes it. Let's see here. Oh, I like this one. Let's see. Don't worry about what anyone else says about you. It's just noise. If you have haters, it just means you're doing something right. I tend to agree. I started watching your channel back in June, have enjoyed it. Yeah, there's a lot of you actually. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Okay, now let's, okay, AMD. So here we were at 2304 today. And if we go back to the maximum here, okay, so we're actually in the black on this one since September. So this one, I got to give Jay and Company credit again. We are in the black on this one. So they picked a good time, I would say, to launch. The lowest we've gotten is 1796, October 26th. Again, that was the Halloween lows. And then we peaked at 2350. So we're not that far off the peaks on this one. And so we can see where from October 26th to December 29th, we gained like $6 or so. And then historical data, let's look at, so we're actually up 7% on the year for this one. So this is a very good thing. Let's see here. Let's see. Historical prices. I see another comment there. I'll just wait until I can display it on the screen. All right, dividends only. Let's see here. All right. Be patient with me here, folks. Okay, so our dividends, November, we got a pretty good one right out of the gates, $1.11, $1.12 basically. And then we got in the middle, 44 cents, December 7th. We got our best dividend yet, January 5th. So if we take the 141 times it by 12, that's 1693 divided by the 2304. That gives us our awesome, 74% rate of return. By the way, I'm on my financial calculator that I got when I was majoring in finance. And for those of you that may not know, actually, I have finance degrees at 2 different levels. I have my undergrad in finance, and I also have my MBA and a finance degree. So I would say, I don't often talk about my own stuff, but I would definitely say I have the credentials to be a financial person on here. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. That's what I use, but this is a financial calculator. Anyway, so yeah, the dividend, it looks like we're going to keep rolling, honestly, because we keep going up in AMD. Let's see now. I'm going to go back to the stock again just to look again at how we're doing for this month. Let's see. That PE ratio, there must be some kind of a typo or a glitch or something, because I've never seen a PE ratio like that. Bear with me on the comments. I will get to each one. Let's see. Okay, so from January 1st, oh, we're going to have a great dividend. When we get the dividend announcements in February, I look for this one to be phenomenal. Should we buy? You know what? Everybody on, what do you think? Comment away. Should we buy this one? Should we buy AMDY? I think we're going to get a great dividend. All right, I'll get to you all's comments here. All right, let's see now. Okay, 2304. We're almost through this. Bear with me. Okay, year to date. Let's see. So we've only gone up another $1. I don't know. You know, I might throw some funds at this. We'll see. We'll have to see. I might buy. And I usually don't like to pay over $20 for a YieldMax funds, and I would for any YieldMax funds. I would kind of knock myself for buying more at this point. But I might do it. We'll have to see. Oh, you're awesome. I love you guys. How about that? A super chat. And I never even really mentioned super chats, but you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. As far as what Mr. Marcus is saying here. By the way, Jonah, are you in the Discord as well? I want to make sure everybody joins the Discord too. What's your opinion? Let me make sure I started this comment here. What's your opinion on Ethan Gallstadt and his crypto suggestions? I don't have an opinion of Ethan one way or the other. He's been nice to me. And the way I am, if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. We've actually talked about him coming on, which I wouldn't be opposed to. I saw him getting kicked around pretty good in another Discord, but then again, so am I. So Ethan and I have that in common as well. But yeah, I would definitely. He has a pretty big following, I'd have to say, and I wouldn't be opposed to having him on. As far as his crypto picks, I'm not a big crypto guy myself. I do have some Bitcoin. I do have some XRP. I've got Chainlink. For the most part, I'm up in each one that I'm in. But yeah, I definitely would not be opposed to having Mr. Ethan on. So, all right, let's see. So that's about all I have for you all on this one for AMDY. I'm actually liking what I'm seeing with it. I may consider buying. Let me know what you all think. Again, we'll have comments after the video is over, of course. So comment away, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you all very soon. Oh, one more comment here. I'm not much of a Discord guy, but I do stay active on YouTube. Well, that's awesome. Good for you. And thank you again, you all, for your support. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening. Ciao, ciao.